magical water displays. It continuously shoots water several meters high, producing ribbons of cascading water. A submersible pump generates the effect, so all you have to do is sit back and enjoy the show. A floating fountain is a pleasant sight, but it's also practical. The constant pumping action aerates the water, preventing stagnation that breeds mosquitoes and causes algae growth. Production begins with the flotation ring, which they cast a section at a time. A worker pours a measured amount of plastic powder into the bottom half of a clamshell mould. The mould is attached to an arm, which swings it into an oven and rotates it on 2 axes. As the mould heats up, the powder melts and adheres to the walls of the mould, forming a hollow part. The mould now moves into a cooling zone, where it first rotates in front of a fan, and then under a cool spray of water. The constant turning minimises sagging or buckling in the plastic, as the hollow part cools and solidifies inside. The mould opens, revealing a quarter section of the flotation ring. Stainless steel inserts for attaching it to the other sections have been embedded into the plastic. They now mechanically push the hollow part underwater. This is a test. They pump air into it and check for bubbles that would indicate a hole. The fountain's flotation ring must be leak-proof. A worker now bolts the 4 quarters together using brackets, and the steel inserts moulded into the plastic earlier. Next, they focus on the framework of the submersible pump. A mechanical saw cuts the stainless steel parts to size, and a welder pieces them together. Another worker now attaches the completed framework to the brackets protruding from the bottom of the flotation ring. Using a press, they bend steel to create brackets to hold the fountain's lights. They bolt the light brackets to the pump frame in a position to illuminate the upward spray of water. They slide the long tubular casing for the pump and its motor through brackets on the bottom of the frame. This is a cross-section of the pump. The steel discs are the impellers that will force water upward. Next, they apply PVC glue to attach a flange to the pump assembly. The flange will be used to connect the pump to the fountain's plumbing. They now insert the pump and motor assembly into the casing. The motor has been hermetically sealed to keep water out. Using a special gripper, they pull the assembly all the way through the tube to complete the installation. They spread more glue onto the flange and attach a PVC elbow that links it to the rest of the plumbing. The entire assembly is painted black, so the fountain workings will seem to disappear underwater when viewed from the surface. With the assembly now flipped right side up, they install the lights. They screw a circle of 8 brass nozzles onto a PVC base. These nozzles will split the flow of pump lake water into 8 sprays and configure them in a circle. They tighten each nozzle to ensure the connection will withstand the powerful and perpetual pumping action. They place the nozzle assembly on the plumbing protruding from the fountain raft and twist the threaded ends together. This connection must be extremely tight. They roll a sheet of perforated steel to build a tubular screen to filter the water as it flows into the pump. The screen fits perfectly onto the intake end of the pump and motor tube. Next, they wire up the control panel, which will be positioned lakeside for on-site activation and programming of the timer. This floating fountain is now ready for launching. This particular one is a large version of the one we saw being built. But big or small, it's all about going with the flow.